Whenever a few Igbo boys have gotten angry and acted or reacted, they send Air Force, Navy, and military to go and stop them. They take armored tanks to the east. But we see Fulani boys stand and speak on the internet. They say anything, do anything, and nothing moves.
I don't even know what is going on in this country called Nigeria. Ever since the killing of the citizens of the country started, it now looks like a culture. How can people be dying every single day? Since the born of Boko Haram, which some people believe that it means no Western education and now unknown gunmen. The most annoying part of this is that our politicians do not care if people are dying in number like in their hundreds. They will hear the news and keep mute. It is sad to be a Nigerian at this point. Just an Easter day that killed a lot of people, but my president did not sympathize well enough with the grief. They are busy fighting for the next election. That this woman of God has had it up to her neck that why she is speaking, and she made a point saying if only the Nigeria government will treat this killer and pay attention to them or deploy soldiers the way they do to the eastern people, that the killing will reduce or even stop. But I think this government knows what they are actually doing.
I have been quiet over this nation for years. For about 2-3 years, I've decided I wasn't going to speak. But on this Easter morning, I am speaking. I am speaking. I have watched what is going on around our country with pain in a lot of intercession. And yet at the age of 63, I believe I have become a mother in this nation and can speak to this nation. I have never spoken to our present president, but I will speak to you today, sir. That the government is failing. The government is failing. The government is failing us. I look at what is going on in Jos, what is going on in Benue, what is going on in Kwara, what is going on all over the country. And I'm worried. I am pained. There is a dichotomy I see. Two standards I see. I see one standard for the north and another standard for the south. Whenever a few Igbo boys have gotten angry and acted or reacted, they send Air Force, Navy, and military to go and stop them. They take armored tanks to the east. But we see Fulani boys stand and speak on the internet. They say anything, do anything, and nothing moves. Instructions are given for nobody to move. Well, Nigeria belongs to all of us. God put us here. No man put us here. Christians and Muslims. My mother told me before she passed that these things we are agitating for, they have been agitating for them since they were children, and nothing changed. So she said, just mind your business. I have minded my business. Unfortunately, I wasn't born to mind my business. I wasn't born to mind my business. I wasn't born. This platform, God has given me. God has given it to me for a purpose, to speak for the helpless. Sir, why are the same armored tanks and soldiers and Air Force not hovering over Jos? Why are they not hovering over Kwara? Why are they not hovering over southern Kaduna? Land have been taken. People have been removed from their land and occupied, and nothing happens. If it were Igbo boys, if it were Igbos, there will be artillery and fireworks. They will be killing them like anything. Now, I'm not saying what they do is right, because I actually don't know all the details. But what these people are doing too is not right. So, when Jesus came into the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, "Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?" So they said, "Some say John the Baptist, some Elijah, and others Jeremiah or one of the prophets." He said to them, "But who do you say I am?" Simon Peter answered and said, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Jesus answered and said to him, "Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. This was where I was going to. He said, but I also say to you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades, the gates of Hades, the gates of hell will not prevail against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. I don't know what the agenda is. I don't know what the plan is, sir. But Jesus Christ is building his church, and no force on earth will stop us. You can kill us, you can take over our lands and all, but we will always be in this Nigeria. So the time has come, especially in this Easter period, to remind all Nigerians that Nigeria belongs to all of us, and let there be justice. What you do in the south, do in the north. What you do in the north, do in the south. But this Nigeria will stand. The church of Jesus Christ will stand, and the gate of hell will not prevail against it.
Surely the gate of hell shall not prevail against us. She really said a lot, though she told the authority that whatsoever the do to the east, the should also do in the north. Wow, Apostle Michael Orokpo is not also taking this killing happening lightly. Making a statement like you can kill us, but we are still the people dominating. I think that is true. Christians are the ones dominating, even taking charge, because the Bible said we should go and do exploit. But even after the killing, though they are still afraid of the Christian, surely the power that is working in us is never small.
They are using terror to intimidate us, but we remain. See, don't stop. Does it not surprise you? We are the one being killed. We are the one dominating. We are the ones being attacked. We are the ones dominating. They say we are not supposed to exist, that what we are doing is a lie. Boss, now, if it's a lie, allow us. Let's see whether this lie will last. But they still carry guns, they carry bows, they carry arrows, and they are pursuing us to kill us. Does it not surprise you that we allow every other religion to preach in Christian nations, but they don't allow us to preach in their own country? Because if we preach there, they know what we carry. What we carry will convert everybody. Allow us now. Let's enter Afghanistan. Let's enter Oman. Let's enter Somalia and preach Christ. You bring your own apostles, preach here. Let's see the one that is true. You don't fight for truth. Truth fight for itself. But they will not let you. Do you know that most of these countries, they don't even let Bibles to enter? Because they know you don't even need to preach. Give them Bible to read. As they are reading, they will have encounters. Jesus appears to them. Angels appear to them. So they know that what they are doing is a lie. They know what we are doing is the truth. That's why they don't let us talk where they are. They don't let us enter their country to preach. And they don't stop there. They carry guns and they are pursuing us. They think they can stop us with guns. What is happening here is spirit. Gun can't stop it. Go and ask the early church that were oppressed by government, by terrorists. They couldn't stop the church because it's a spiritual movement. It's the power of the resurrection that sustains it. Guns can't stop it. And guess what? The time has come for us not only to pray, but to rise up. You know that sword that we put aside, Jesus didn't say we should throw it away. He said put your sword aside. Because when Satan comes spiritually, confront him spiritually. But when he stupidly comes physically, show him that even physically, you are not weak. The era of saying do nothing is over. Didn't you read your Bible? The Bible told us. It didn't say we should not use force. It said the horse is prepared for the day of battle. Victory is the Lord's. It didn't say we should not have horses. It didn't say we should not have chariots. It just said we shouldn't put our trust there, but we should have it. See, anything you can do to defend yourself, self-defense is not a crime. Don't let any vagabond come and kill you when you have purpose to fulfill. In a country like this, where government has failed, they don't even have conscience. They don't have human sympathy. And they are not ashamed. They fail and they are still talking. How can a government be doing all this campaign for second term? Why don't they even have sense to know that effective governance is the biggest campaign for continuity? You are in power, you are fighting for power. No, when you are in power, prove that you qualify to be there. Your records, your impact, your result should make the people say continue. They kill people, they think it's about speech. And the speech, they can't make it. Don't let anybody kill you. Self-defense is not what? A crime. It's not a crime. If you need to fight in the spirit, fight. If you need to fight in the natural, fight. All of them is spiritual empowerment. Didn't you read the Old Testament? How did they fight? David consulted the Urim and the Thummim, and he said, when you see the mulberry tree move, I've gone ahead. So there's one part for prayer, there's another part for wisdom, there's another part for governmental connection, there's another part for economic power, there's another part for military might. The Nehemiah generation will rise. You are watching in prayer and you have your weapon by your side. Don't carry only hand balm. See, hand balm is important, it's prophetic. But in addition to it, be well armed. When we travel around, you think we just pray and travel? We move heavily armed. We ride to all the appropriate authority to receive sufficient cover. You know, because you are in a system that is failing, and those in charge don't have integrity. They don't have shame. People are killed in their hundreds. They think it's about speech making. They speak is about eye service, about optics. Meanwhile, I hear people saying, when things like this happen, speak out, speak out. It's not now we should speak out. The problem with us is that we don't hear. You speak out during election, and when those who are leading you spiritually say this is where you should go, you don't hear. It's my tribe, I'm from this place. Now they are killing people. They don't care which tribe you belong to. The problem is that election is still coming. We will still talk. You will still say it's my tribe. When they are now killing people, you are saying, where are the pastors? They should speak up. When we spoke up, did you hear? How many of you followed your pastor in voting? They come and give you 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, and they kill your children. Enough is enough. Prepare for 2027. While you are praying and defending yourself, be alive to see them voted out. Give the Lord a big hand. You know, I saw something this morning that broke my heart. The war going on between US and Iran. One of the US fighter jets was shot down. I think an F-16 Eagle or something. F-15 was shot down. One of the pilots was rescued almost immediately. The other pilot that was behind enemy line, they mobilized more than 100 special forces and reached aircrafts. Over 100 soldiers went behind enemy line to rescue one person, because human life mattered to them, and because they are a nation that have integrity and dignity. We won't allow our own to die like that. And they also know that in their country, it is your vote that brings them to power. So they need to be accountable to you. But here, hundreds of people die. All we are interested in is optics. And let me tell you what you don't know.
Like seriously, Nigeria really needs sanitization, because can you just imagine? Apostle Michael is really opening our eyes to so many things. This politician that is saying we are one Nigeria, that we should invest in Nigeria, but their children are not living and schooling in Nigeria. They invest our money in another country, promising us heaven and earth. It is really painful that Nigeria is passing through these things, and the funny part of it is that it has been happening for years now. Anything that happens, the government will come and share rice. If the unknown gunmen kill people, they will share rice. If National Grid falls, they will share rice. If they kidnap people, they will share rice. Is rice our problem that should tackle the whole problem and give Nigerians a hope of safety as they gave their children abroad?
No, most of these people, their children are not Nigerians. Oh. You are the one thinking we are Nigerians. Their children are not Nigerians, most of them. This country is a looting ground for them. They are looting money for their children who are citizens of other countries. You, that the country belongs to you, fight for it and don't die. You think their children are citizens of this country? They are not. They are not Nigerians. Most of these people, the moment they die, their whole lineage ceases to be Nigerians. So they don't care what's going on. They only see it as a looting ground. Most of their children have not even come into this country in years. And when election comes, they will bring 2,000. And both you, your children, and your grandchildren will remain here. You are not fighting to build the nation. You collect peanut and they leave you until after 4 years. They come back, you still listen. That era has ended. Whatever it is that have bewitched and bedeviled us is broken in the name of Jesus. And when you talk, they start witch hunting you. Before you know, one accusation, one thing or the other. What a shame. People can't even talk. And you say it's a democracy. You have no problem until you say the truth. Then suddenly they start creating lies. Start witch hunting you. So that others won't talk. See, it's better you die on the side of justice than to die quiet, oppressed, like a man without integrity. You are human. You have nobility in your spirit. You know, sometimes these things are so hard. They perturb so deeply that you just leave the fathers to talk. You just pray. Because we don't break ranks in the kingdom. But there are times when, you know, I left Jos on Sunday. I told you, we were supposed to have an evening service. A storm, very powerful storm came, scattered the stage and everything. The pastor now called and said, cancel the evening session. The evening session was supposed to be a worship concert. Meanwhile, where that meeting was held was the road that led to that Angwaru Kuba. And the pastor told me that some guys were coming to ask how many people we gathered the next day. So they were looking for where they would cause havoc. God sent a storm to scatter the meeting. It wasn't just that weekend. I flew in that afternoon. People who don't have sense, who don't have purpose, carry guns, move about, and they are killing people with vision. You will not die. You will live to declare the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living.